for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Brady now on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Mike Evans.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
29 is the Mike 29. I'm coming.
Mariota to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 17's Mike 17. You can't hit.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady.
8-yard line.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin, 33 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Score point is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Washington 7.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mariota on the keeper. And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
On the carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
1st down, Buccaneers.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 14.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Again, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On the pickup. 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 21-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Mariota being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
7-yard line.
Mariota now. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And 10.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Washington 13.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
38-yard line.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Throwing is Mariota, escaping the pressure right, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Buccaneers 24, Washington.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Brady, he sets up the screen to Jones. And some room to roll now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
45-yard line. 2 yards.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on second and 8. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
A gain of
2nd and 6 from the 10.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd down.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Mariota. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And goal.
Trying to punch it in and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Mariota to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On second down now, it's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.